You are the resistance.
I'm Christopher Titus, people, and this is the Armageddon Update. Today, let's talk great Americans, leaders, people who have stood up and changed the country. Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, Roosevelt, Springsteen. That's right. In our current timeline, the best, clearest, committed, inspirational leader in America isn't any politician. It's a 76-year-old rock star and his band of elderly badasses. Not you, Jake. You're not elderly. You're 6'5" and you carry a saxophone like a weapon. No offense. Here's how bad things are. Springsteen just got off a 2-year tour, where in the middle of it, he had stomach ulcers, played in rock stadiums throughout the world, even while he was in pain. And when that was over, he sold his music catalog, sold out stadiums for years, and was taking a much-needed break. And then this lying, cheating, rapist pedophile kept defiling our country on the daily. So Springsteen does what he does. He picks up his axe and he starts swinging. He saw people getting murdered on the streets of America with no investigation and no consequences. He saw the corruption and racism and went back on tour, and this time an American tour, to do what he can to help America. And some say, just stick to your music, bro. Do you know who this dude has been for 50 years? This is the same guy who called out Ronald Reagan when he misquoted Born in the USA. Reagan said, well, it's morning in America. And Bruce said, yeah, but because of you, only helping the wealthy, it's midnight in Pittsburgh. He helped Stephen Van Zandt stop apartheid in South Africa. People, he toured with Amnesty International to support human rights across the globe. You know, like stop sex trafficking children and committing genocide of oppressed people. After 9/11, he healed us with his album, The Rising, and then went on tour with another rock star and helped him get elected president. Bruce has used what he has to make a difference. We went to see the show last night in LA, and I got to tell you, people, it was like going to the coolest church, a religious experience of hope and unity where everyone's invited and the altar boys aren't scared. And the 76-year-old preacher didn't hold back, man. He went after the devil hard. He said, we are here to show you the power of rock and roll in dangerous times.
To call upon the righteous power of rock and roll in dangerous times.
Because that's what he's got. His job is rock and roll, and he used it last night to help try to save the country I love. In arenas and stadiums, he screams sanity. And I try to do the same thing on this podcast and in the clubs. Comedy in dangerous times, people. But what do you do? Well, whatever it is, do that. Stand for something now, today, because our media is kissing Trump's ass in dangerous times. Our politicians are either on their knees for this 34-time convicted felon, or on the Democratic side so inept that in the face of the most corrupt, evil, larcenous, lawless loser, 34-time felon of a president, the Democrats keep sending strongly worded letters. How's that working, Schumer? Hakeem? Watching Springsteen last night, it was really clear that it's up to us to save us. He actually said that at one point during the show. It's been over a year, people, and the rule of law is dead. The cops are the criminals, disappearing and murdering people in the street with zero consequence. This dude fucked up gas prices, grocery prices. We're losing jobs, and now we're in a war with a country that didn't have a nuke and didn't attack us. Our president has committed war crimes and threatened to commit even more, while he and his family make billions looting America. That's our money, people. And he's taking it by the truckful while we keep waiting for someone to stop it. But no one's coming. There's no magic. And the Avengers is just a movie. It's up to us. So, whatever your job is, whether it's art or music or you're an accountant, take some time, do some math. Let us all know how much this psychopath grifter is actually stolen from us. If you're in the military, let us know what's really going on with you guys. Don't be quiet, because it's up to us. Scream sanity, because eventually, if we don't, they're coming for you too. So your choice is to either be quiet and be a bitch like this turd, or get loud and be the boss.
The America that I love, the America that I've written about for 50 years, that's been a beacon of hope and liberty around the world, is currently in the hands of a corrupt, incompetent, racist, reckless, and treasonous administration.
Bing, 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 bing.
I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. You know, that one felt more inspiring than usual. I wasn't screaming and yelling about the fat guy that much. I was actually talking about someone who actually helps the country, for God's sake. Oh, we all got to do it now. It's really sad to know that we're the only ones that are going to save us. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. I just took a log swig out of my new Stanley that I got for Easter. So I'm part of that Stanley cult now. I think people get these for math because it's 40 ounces. You do 3 a day, and that's a gallon.
Almost, yep.
Yeah, so you get almost a yard. So I
that's
think.
how I Hi, what's up, people?
It's Rachel. With me as always, Rachel Bradley.
Hi, guys. What's up, people? That's how I know how much water I have to drink.
So do you how many a day do you drink?
My minimum is set at 3.
Okay.
So if I'm halfway through my day and I'm still on my first one, then I start chugging, baby.
Do you think that has helped with weight loss?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was training for shows, my coach would always say, if you feel hungry, drink a glass of water first.
Right.
So, yeah. When you're dehydrated, you're hungry.
Awesome. I'm glad it works.
I'm a little dehydrated today.
I am beyond dehydrated. Also, I don't even want to look at how much money we spent at the Kia Forum last night.
Holy moly. All the merch. Look.
Yeah.
All the merch.
United Free Republic of East Street Nation.
That's right.
And then we had wine, which was like $1,000 a glass.
Yep.
And it was crazy.
Well, I was smart because they give you these little thimbles of wine, and then you were jealous. And I ordered a triple 3 and then dumped the little thimbles into one big cup and went to my seat with that.
Yeah.
It's big. I'm also a mathematician.
Also, those cups fit into the thing better. Guys, can I tell you? So you guys watched the Armageddon update, talked about Bruce Springsteen, and I was in the middle of the concert. First of all, the history of this, only because name drop, I know Nils Lofgren a little bit. The history of this is Springsteen wasn't going on tour at all. He wasn't doing it. He said, nope, we're done. He told Nils to go ahead and work on his album from Grin. He said, go ahead and work on it. We're not going to go do anything for a year and a half. Gets a call like 2 weeks later. Man, we're going on tour, man. We're going to take it out. I can't deal with the way the world is right now. Let's go. And he booked a 20-city tour, and he's on tour. And the songs from the way he starts the show, if you guys look at the video, he starts with War, which is great, but the speech that leads into it is so amazing.
It was crazy.
It's such a great way to start. And then then his second song, I kept saying this, I go, here's how deep the guy's catalog is. The second song in was Born in the USA.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So one of his biggest hits all time, he's like, yeah, I'm going to play this second because I have 1,000 other songs to play.
Yeah.
And it was nonstop. I don't think I've stood more at a concert in my whole life.
Well, all other Bruce Springsteen concerts we've gone to. I always feel bad for the people behind us.
Yes, because we're big, lanky, praying mantis type people.
So if you sit behind us at a Springsteen concert, you're screwed. You have to stand the whole time.
Right.
Because if they sit down, they can't see.
Right. And I don't care if they can't see. Because I'm that guy. I'm the guy who people go, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, Nils actually saw you from the stage. He texted him today, like, you were really getting down.
Dude, your
daughter was videoing you constantly. She kept saying, I'm going to make him viral.
No.
That's what she kept saying.
I look like such a dork. You listen, you won't let me post a video of you that you don't ask about.
Like a dork. I didn't post it.
And she won't let me post anything. Dad, don't post that.
She will not.
Dad, do not post that. And yeah, but she after she posted on Instagram, she goes, Dad, I put you up on Instagram today. Thanks, kid.
Well, she didn't post a mean one.
No.
She posted one where you saw her filming you and danced for her. It was very cute. We've never been to a concert with Kenny. We've been to comedy shows, but
when she was a little kid, we took her to see Taylor Swift.
Oh shoot! Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But that doesn't count. She wasn't a real person yet.
No, she was not.
And it was so much fun to sit with her.
And they aren't real people when it's so funny. I think she just recently, about a year and a half ago, she became a real person to me. Yeah. She's always been, because she was a kid. I think when you have kids, they're just these things that suck your money out from you, and you're just always like, what are you doing? Put it down. Stop. Don't go in there. Stop. Where the hell are you? So, and then there's a day where you don't do that anymore, where they just show up and they're humans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I feel like this.
Yeah, she's she's a good human too, which is nice, and she's fun.
I want her to see Springsteen because she's a performer, and I want her to see what's possible. What did you think she got? Did you think she got it?
She was blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was saying how even when he sat down halfway through and just spoke, how she noticed that every seat was filled.
Yep.
In an arena. And she said, look, they're all like hanging on his next word. Like she said, and I said, yeah, he holds an arena full of people in his hand.
Yep.
And it was crazy.
When I first saw him in '84, that's when I fell in love with Springsteen. I went and saw Louise, took me. That's the girl I was dating at the time.
Weezy.
So I took Louise to me, and then you call her the
Weezer. How old are you that you dated someone? Was she 90?
No, she was 20. I was 19 and she was 24. No. And so she took me to see Springsteen. She goes, I got these. She says it like this: I got these tickets. Do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, because I had Born in the USA, but I wasn't a Psycho fan yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think I had the album yet. And so we'd go to Oakland Coliseum and saw him. I've told the story before. And he's in the middle of doing this bit with Clarence Clemens. And at one point I look up and 80,000 people are in the palm of his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's just, I can't even fathom. And I performed for some big crowd. I guess I did it once. I did it once at the Orange when I did Gator Growl. I performed in that big of a crowd, and it was nuts. It's weird for comedy. It's not weird for music, but it's weird for comedy because the laugh goes.
Yeah, you couldn't time that. Yeah,
it's so weird.
How many people was that?
80,000 at the Oakland Coliseum.
Wow, that's crazy.
And you got it. You were little, but Born in the USA was a monster. You were 7. You were 7 or 8. So it was a monster. That album was so big. That was like Thriller big. It was like the biggest album. That's what made him. I mean, he was already an artist, but that made him a commercial artist. And he's one of those rare guys that never lost the art of it. Yet he still got really commercial.
Well, I talked to my friend. I know we're going on about this. And
it was a great show.
I talked to my friend who was married to a guy for 30 years who's a tour manager for every band. Very nice. And she went for the first time last night because her new boyfriend is a fan. And she said, I'm obsessed now. I've never seen anything like that. And she's traveled all over the world.
Seen the biggest bands in the world.
The biggest. Yeah. Like Rob was with like Kiss and Linkin Park, and like she was blown away. So highly recommend it if you can.
Yeah. And so what I loved about this tour though is, so in the face of this guy, this asshole president we have, this man who starts wars, this man who lets ICE agents murder people in the streets and does nothing about it, doesn't even mention like the stuff that's happening.
And while that's all happening, and an airman was possibly a POW, he's truthing about Bruce Springsteen being a loser, has been, dried up prune, and then truth the next day, Bruce Springsteen should sue his plastic surgeon. That's the president.
The president of the United States.
Yes.
What the fuck?
We're at war.
So, right, we're at war. People are dying. There's 13 service members are currently dead from this stupid ass war, and they keep calling it a war of choice. He just chose to start bombing Iran. Mm-hmm. So the ceasefire is over already because Israel starts bombing Lebanon. So the ceasefire that was here yesterday is no longer because Iran has said, nope. Here, people, I'm going to clear this up. So Iran is one of the most horrible regimes of all time. Terrorism, they sponsored it. They've been horrible for decades. This guy is such an asshole. He made us feel sympathy for Iran.
Yes.
How the hell? how big of a fuck up do you have to be?
Plus, they're making
they're making really cute Lego videos.
Cute Lego videos. Whoever is on their social media is really got their finger on the pulse.
And here's the thing, and it's so brilliant because even I was like, oh, this is funny. And then there's like whoever's doing the rap on it is great, whether it's AI. And I was like, all right. And then I realized I'm like, He's making me side with Iran.
Right. Yeah.
How are you
we're not
making me side with Iran?
yeah.
No, they're horrible. They treat their people horrible. They treat women horrible. That one woman got killed because she took her head scarf off. I mean, no one's saying Iran is great, but dude, you made us think, hey, whoa, why don't you back off Iran?
Yeah.
That's a fuck up. That's a bad guy. And then Israel is just bombing the shit out of everybody. Netanyahu is, and then you got Israel, who's had the world's sympathy and the world's empathy for forever because the Jews have been oppressed for so long. And yet you get this guy Netanyahu, who now people don't like Israel. He's actually made them like hate Israel. And so Orban, why are all these guys permeating? You know, when did everybody, Putin, Kim Jong, Orban, Netanyahu, Trump, I would put Trump in that category now. So in the face of all this, Trump, who's doing all he can to end people, Bruce Springsteen's like, no, fuck this guy. I'm going to go out and do a tour every night. And he talked mad shit.
Shit.
He talked mad shit last night. I filmed some of it. It was great. It was really great. And what it felt like was he created something that not everybody can create, unity. Like there was a point, what were we screaming? That wasn't fuck ice. Ice out? Was it ice out?
Ice out. It's from Streets of Minneapolis.
Yeah, right. It's crazy.
The whole arena yelling
So he did.
that.
So Streets of Minneapolis, the original version is great. What he did with it in concert, I got chills. I just got chills talking about it. He does the first verse like a dirge. He does it like there's no beat. It's just, talked to Nils about it. And he said, no, take all the beat out of it. He doesn't want anybody clapping during it. He wants it to be like church. And it was phenomenal. So people, what I was talking about in the Armageddon update is, like with my comedy, this new show, Doomed to Repeat, the last 30 minutes of it. First of all, it's kind of about what's going on in the country, but the last 30 minutes really about it, right? I go after him pretty hard, right? In a very funny way. That's my job. That's what I can do. We do the podcast. That's what we can do. So whatever you do, let's say you work at a grocery store and you like, no one gives a shit. If you can tell us what prices were and what they are now, you know, put it up on my, send it to me, follow me on Threads and I'll post it up because that's what we need. We all need to gather together in whatever we do, whether it's working at if you sell cars and the import fees have now put cars at the tariffs have now bumped cars up 2,000. Let us know all that. And what ends up happening is then we all get together, we all get pissed. And when that happens, then we end this because as I said in the Armageddon update, no one's coming. No one's coming. No one's going to, I keep waiting. We've been told this lie our whole lives that our country is built on checks and balances and we could never have a dictator because we have checks and balances. But this man spent 10 years dismantling those.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, decades to unravel the things. I mean, you said this the other day. These are the things that he's criming badly. What about the things that he's actually pulling off that we don't know about?
Well, I don't know if I don't think I've talked about this because it came. So the Board of Peace started this thing called the Board of Peace.
Yes.
And he probably the first time spelt it wrong, BORED, and then they had to correct him. So the Board of Peace. So the Board of Peace got financed. Guess how much the Board of Peace got in money? $1.25 billion for the Board of Peace. Yeah. And to join it, if you're another company, you have to join it. You have to pay $1 billion.
$1 billion.
And guess who controls the Board of Peace?
Vance. Right?
Trump controls it.
Oh, it's headed by Donald Trump, executive board, with figures like his son-in-law, Jared Kushner.
Right.
Yep. It is launched supposedly to oversee the rehabilitation of the Gaza Strip, disarm Hamas, and manage regional security. Chaired by Donald Trump. The body is designed as an alternative to the UN.
Oh, this is why.
$1 billion per seat if you would like to join.
He controls all of it.
Yes, that's correct.
He controls all the money.
That is correct.
So that's $1.25 billion of tax money. Today, he said, I'm driving in and they're saying that he wants to get us out of NATO. The NATO Inspector General, the head guy, is meeting with him in the White House today. Mm-hmm. People, if you don't understand why we've kind of not had a world war, it's because of NATO. We've had dumb wars start, but NATO's been around for 80 years. And it's why it's why we are not going after Britain, or we're not going after anywhere in the UK. We're not going after Japan anymore. We're together. We're a team. So when one gets attacked, all respond. That's kept the bad guys at bay. It's kept the bad guys at bay for a long time. Well, he's ending that. Yes. And here's the problem, guys. Like, Biden got us back in the Paris climate accords. Oh man. And I saw pictures. Did you see the new pictures of the Earth?
Yes.
And did you see them compared to the pictures from the 60s?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Yes.
We need a steam cleaning.
But yes. Yes.
We need someone to come in with some wet wipes and just clean the Earth up, because it is dirty. So we've got this guy taking our money. This morning, he said he was going to destroy a civilization. He was going to end a civilization with the truth the other day.
I hate saying truth. It's such bullshit.
Yes.
He bullshitted
he
on his bullshit social media site that he was going to attack power plants, bridges. Schools.
Yep.
So those are war crimes.
Yes.
Because those are things used by civilians. I love how you finish
sentences.
Every sentence that I say.
Talk. I'm sorry. I heard myself doing it, and I knew I know you so well. I saw your eyes kind of cut to me, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to get angry.
My favorite is how you finish them often wrongly. That's my favorite.
I was going to say perfectly, but yeah.
Exactly. And, he's made how many billions since he's been in office?
6.
So nobody cares.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. And
his kids have made how many?
I didn't Barron make $1 billion off of oil trades? Barron.
Wasn't there another trade
this morning
right before his announcement on his bullshit site?
So after he said he was going to, in 2 days, on Tuesday, he's going to end the civilization of Iran, which has only been around for 8,000 years. So I'm sure they were shaken. He said he was going to end it. Today, he says, I'm not going to end it. We're going to have a 2-week. I'm going to give it 2 weeks, because he gives everything 2 weeks. Oil prices went up. 5 minutes before that was announced that he said it, someone made a oil trade 5 minutes before his announcement that made $170 million.
Isn't that crazy? And there was a 1.5 billion last week, 5 minutes before.
Yes.
Forbes is reporting that his wealth has increased from 2.3 billion in 2024 after his first time around to 6.7 billion by late last year.
So even 4 billion. Crazy.
And that's before this first quarter of all these oil trades and such.
Oil trades, and then the Board of Peace. And
then wasn't he just given a settlement?
They gave him $10 billion. He was given, he got to do it. He took $10 billion because he said he was falsely investigated. Mm-hmm. But that's not true. He wasn't falsely investigated. Mm-hmm. In fact, everybody said, including Mueller, said if the law wasn't in place, we could arrest the president. We could arrest him, but we can't.
Yes.
I think that if we get out of this, which I don't know we will, the only way we're going to get out of it is we get involved in it. But if we get out of this, I'm pitching a couple of things. The Supreme Court term limits on the Supreme Court. Mm-hmm. We need some rules of how a president
Congress term limits.
Congress definitely term limits. Also, Congress. We need to change how Congress works. So we fix the Supreme Court. We fix Congress. We make the executive branch. We pull back on the executive branch, because after 9/11, there was a law that was passed that gave the president more war powers in case something like this happened again. Mm-hmm. That's what he's currently using right now to do what he's doing. We need to pull that back. And then we need another organization. And I've talked about it before. I want to call them the guys. It's just the
no, you didn't.
Yeah. So if Clarence Thomas takes
no baby.
These are the good guys.
Okay.
Maybe that's how the female head talks.
Okay.
But if these guys show up, like if you're Clarence Thomas and you take $1 million motorhome from a billionaire, these guys show up at the Supreme Court and they go, hey, you got 5 minutes. Give it back or you go. In fact, when these guys show up, you don't even question it. You just pack your shit. And these guys also show up totally non-political. You show up with the president when the president goes out of line and does something horrible. They show up and they take his power away.
I like it.
I like these guys. And they like firemen. And people go, why are we using these guys? We never use them. Well, yeah, because we have normal guys. They'd have a big mansion where they hang out and they get paid well. And they just wait. They check everything. We had these guys. They were called the Inspector Generals. We had them. And then he fired all of them.
Yeah, they all got fired.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing, too. People always say, why do you fire generals? He's firing. So we're at war. Hegseth fires all the generals.
Yes.
Like 10 generals, right? So he fires all these generals while we're at war. And today he said, the Hegseth said, what's the plan for Iran? He said, well, we're just going to hang around and see what happens. Doesn't really sound like the best research war plan. We're going to hang around and see what happens. That's what you do when you go out drinking with your buddies.
It is insane. Hegseth has fired over 20 top generals and admirals.
Wow.
Including a top army general who served 7 presidents. He fired Army Chief of Staff General Randy George during war.
Right, what war?
Time. And I'm guessing it was because somebody said, we can't do that. That's a war crime. We took an oath. And I would bet that that's why people don't have jobs anymore.
So I heard part of the reason Trump pulled back was because CENTCOM went, we're not doing this. We can't do this. It's against the Constitution. And Hegseth, and at one point, you don't have any more generals to fire.
He fired the commander of Army Transformation and Training Command.
So the sexual assaulting Fox News host alcoholic douchebag is firing the most qualified, talented military minds that the American military system and military colleges can build and can train. And this douche fucking bag is firing them.
Yep.
Which does a bunch of things. Number one, it makes sure that our military, our soldiers below them, I mean, we get less qualified people in it, they're gonna fuck up in battle left and right. On top of that, it leaves us open to attack,
Correct.
Puts the entire American public at risk all the fucking time, and these assholes just keep doing it. And this is what Springsteen was kind of talking about. He was like, we have to do this.
It also makes us look like idiots.
Oh my God,
we are so disorganized. And vulnerable. What a great time to attack us.
Right.
We're all turning on each other.
Right.
Now they're even turning on each other.
Right.
I mean, you've got Nick Fuentes, Megyn Kelly. They're turning on
Tucker Carlson is banging on him.
Yeah, I mean, then you've got, all of these really top military leaders being fired. You've got his own attorney general being fired and pictures of her headshot in the garbage being posted. I mean, Kristi Noem, our Department of Homeland Security, fired. Shouldn't have been there anyway. But I mean, it's a mess. We appear extremely vulnerable to the rest of the world.
Imagine if China, because we've been talking about China attacking us forever. I think Ukraine has decimated Russia to the point now where I'd like to get an update on that if you got something.
Which one?
Ukraine or Russia. Because Ukraine took a bunch of its territory back, which is great. It's Martin Luther King said the universe bends towards justice. It takes a while, right? So now you've got a perfect opportunity, like China could, if they wanted to, what China could do right now, China's been talking about taking Taiwan. If they wanted to right now, they could just do it because we're busy in the Middle East. Netanyahu's basically got Trump by the balls somehow, and he's making him do whatever he wants him to do. I don't understand what's the other side of this. How do we get that money back? How do we get the 1.25 billion back? How do we? I love that we had something called the United Nations, and he calls it the Board of Peace. That's the best he could do.
Here's what your president truthed on Easter Sunday. And I just, want to read this.
Is it about Jesus?
For the religious right.
Is it about
Easter morning?
He has risen. He has risen.
He forgot to mention Jesus at all.
On Easter.
He did mention Allah, interestingly enough.
Wow.
Tuesday, this is him threatening war crimes. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump.
He is risen?
No.
Oh, he forgot.
No ellipses. And Tucker Carlson actually said
Jesus.
vile on every level.
You know what it feels like? I watch video of him because we're always doing the Armageddon update, and I was watching a video of him like from 5 years ago. He's deteriorating in a way that it's that angry dementia thing. Do you know people get dementia and they start getting angrier?
Saying fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
That's the president.
The president at all posting anything about war to another country on social media.
On social media, yeah.
We've moved right past that. That used to be crazy.
Yeah, there's like 52 things wrong with it. I would have lived at.
He also did not go to church on Easter Sunday.
Wait, I thought he was sent by God, though.
Mm-hmm. He hosted a dinner instead.
Nicole Wallace.
And did a ceremoniously slow motorcade around D.C. of himself.
Nicole Wallace, she goes, I want you guys to know I have to read this tweet. It's because it's from the president. And it was, I knew she was going to say fucking straight. And it's, by the way, she's the one who cracked the door up and swearing on the news, though. Do you remember? She called him a chicken shit. She called him chicken shit years ago. He is a chicken shit. We've got a guy who avoided the draft 5 times, who basically made up fake shit that his dad signed off on from his doctor. His doctor got paid off. The guy knows that if you give people money and get anything done, here's what I think. So he get 10. So now, is it true that he got $10 billion? Can you look that up?
I'm going to.
For that settlement. So if he did, and he's looting the government, he's looting our fucking government.
He is doing that.
I keep asking myself, there's no way he could have stuff on everybody in Congress. There's no fucking way, right? There's just no fucking way. So what would make people vote for him for shit that's obviously against the Constitution and obviously wrong for the country and obviously illegal? What would make these guys continue to let it go on? Money. So if you got billions, people don't even understand that between a million and a billion is insane. It's an insane amount of money. You could say, all right.
He did not.
He did not. Hasn't gotten it yet. Okay, good. Thank God.
No, he did not get that settlement. As of last year, X agreed to pay him $10 million for that lawsuit regarding his suspension. Meta paid $25 million separately in 21.
For what?
He sued them for banning him. He's currently suing the IRS for $10 billion. And he's suing for $230 million from DOJ.
Which is weirdly enough, almost the amount of money that he cheated on his taxes on.
Yeah.
It's almost exactly the amount of money.
Yep.
So guys, we're not.
This episode brought to you by Helix.
Thank God.
Let me segue into
a place Helix, the best mattress to go to when the world has made you want to carve your name into your arm.
It has made a massive difference in my back pain. I will say that.
Yes, it has.
It's insane. And we've actually we've upped the ante. We've added a Helix topper.
Topper on top of it, yep.
Because we like to sink into a cloud of heavenly every night. Just heavenly. Also with my Aura Ring, you can track your sleep, and my sleep has improved. More REM, more deep sleep. Less time awake.
And you aren't grumpy at me in the morning. You know what's really changed? In the morning, you don't get mad at me.
What? Yes, I do.
Sometimes.
I just don't say it out loud, thanks to Helix. Helix is helping me keep my mouth shut.
Good mattress. I love the mattress.
It's actually incredible because I was having really bad back pain and I don't anymore. I was waking up with really bad mid-back pain and I don't anymore. You go online, you take their sleep quiz. It takes no time at all and it spits out what mattress you should get, which I love because then it's tailored to you. You're actually getting it if you're, a side sleeper. Do you sleep with someone? things like that.
Right.
So it spits out exactly what mattress is
So
right
you
for
get
you.
to design this. So basically, here's how cool it is. You get to design the mattress for exactly how you sleep, how you like to
They
sleep.
will tell you which one is perfect
Yep.
for you. They also do free shipping, which I love. My all-time favorite part about it is they give you a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty. If you're not happy with it, they have seamless returns or exchanges. I love when a company does that because that means you actually believe in your product.
Right.
Most awarded mattress brand now, go Helix. Right now, if you go to helixsleep.com/Titus, you will get 20% off site-wide. Everything on the site, 20% off. helixsleep.com/Titus. At the end, make sure you tell them that Titus Podcast sent you so that they give us a little pat on the back. helixsleep.com/Titus.
Good stuff. I want to talk about. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what I really want back to that. We all have to do something. Whatever you do, figure out a way to make it fight this administration.
Mm-hmm.
Springsteen has put a target on himself. And if you look at what he's talked shit about him, he actually said mega to boycott all the shows, which I just think is the dumbest thing. Springsteen is probably the most beloved American artist across the board. With
Iconic.
Yes, iconic from on both sides.
Yeah.
And that he's still doing it after all these years to put him. I mean, because literally Trump's people are nuts. To put himself in harm's way like that is pretty stunning.
I did notice a lot more security last night.
Yeah.
Than I've ever seen.
Yeah,
before.
I did too. I noticed security that looked a lot like, oh, you were CIA or something. I noticed some security that was like,
oh, you're an armed guard.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Dead serious. That calm, serious military vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed.
Even when we were talking to Nils, a guy put his body between us and the people in the lounge area.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did notice that. He didn't turn sideways once. He stayed like this to block Nils.
I thought he was waiting to talk to Nils, and I realized at one point that no, he was blocking Nils. Former CIA director is saying Russia no longer has the upper hand in the Ukraine war. Petraeus said Russia no longer is winning. I think what's remarkable is that Russia no longer has the upper hand. Russia heavily outnumbers Ukraine. It outguns Ukraine. It has an economy 10 or 12 times the size of Ukraine's. And yet the Ukrainian forces right now are stopping the Russians cold on the front lines, he said.
Aren't they blowing up like gas depots too? They're
They
blowing up fuel
are.
They're like sending drones deep into, like, it's no longer on just their border. They're going into Russia.
They just, they have a secret unit that just struck Putin's shadow fleet from Libya. Because Ukraine says Russia uses oil export revenues to fund the war, making its tanker fleets legitimate targets.
Good. I like, by the way, all comedians should always be in charge of stuff.
It's so strange how they're doing better now that Trump isn't getting the intelligence.
So explain this to me. Run that through me. Explain it. So what happened?
So our government stopped getting intel on the Ukraine war.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So I heard that.
And we're not supplying all the stuff now. European countries are. And they're not telling our government what they're doing.
No.
And suddenly, like Petraeus said, it almost makes no sense. They're so outnumbered and outgunned, but they're winning.
So when I read this,
what that has to do with anything.
So we've been saying that, and what I don't understand is it's obvious that Putin and Trump are buddies. They've known each other since 1987. This is a long-term relationship. We watched him basically prostrate himself to Putin when he was in Helsinki that time. So what happened, people, was...
And Alaska.
Here's what happened. The UK and France decided to send us fake intel about the Ukraine war.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent it to us to share it with us. And Russia had it. Like, it came to us, and then Russia had it. So they wanted to see if, for some reason, that somehow
Uh-huh.
the intel that we were getting was going to Putin. And they found out that it was.
My goodness.
So they stopped sending us classified intel on the war. And now Ukraine's kicking ass. I hope to God when this is done, not only does this guy go to jail, I want every one of his family members going to jail. I want Jared Kushner in jail. And Hugh Jackman goes to dinner with him. I want Hugh Jackman in jail.
Well,
I want anybody who's actually connected to these psychopaths who are looting the country and basically committing treason on the daily. They gotta go. And to you people that follow him, if you any maggots watch this and you want to leave a comment, go ahead. But if at this point, first of all, if you weren't out when he came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and thieves, then you're already a psychopath. However, if you're not out now, then you're the dumbest or the most evil or both person in our country.
I don't think they're watching.
Good.
Okay. This episode brought to you by Square. You're just not segueable today.
All right. Well, you want to try it? I'll try to do it.
Give me,
yeah,
okay.
Ready.
Okay.
So, man, it was really great. We went to the concert last night and it was awesome. And you got your shirt?
I did. Yeah.
So, and it was so fun how they did it so fast. I would just tap my card and then I do merch like that too.
How'd they do that?
I think they used a company. What's the company they use?
Square.
Is it Square?
It was Square.
Wow.
It was everywhere
Was
last
that better?
night. That was a lot better. I mean, it was a little on the nose, but I'll take it. Square was everywhere.
Yeah.
At concessions.
So easy.
Merch. So easy. Even surround the city. Bruce's, not Trump's, charity.
Yeah.
I tapped my card and donated with Square.
I didn't even see that. I didn't know that.
No, well, you're not as good of a person as I
That's
am.
valid.
Clearly.
That's a valid point.
If you don't know what Square is everything that you need, especially if you're a small business. We use it for our payroll. They do everything for us.
Taxes?
Yes. State, they file our quarterly state, our annual, our federal, and then they just spit out forms for us, or it's not even a form, it's spreadsheets for me to send the accountant. Done. I don't know what I'm doing. Ken gets his stuff done for him too. It's incredible.
But also, if you're a seller, what I noticed I bought more stuff from Springsteen last night because it was so easy.
Yeah.
It was like,
if it had to be cash, we wouldn't have. Yeah. But, so also you can sell things. They have, hardware that you can get so that you can accept credit cards anywhere you are, which revolutionizes small business. I mean, even my, friend, the girl that does my hair, she does it at home when she's off instead of when she's at the salon. And so I just tap.
At her house.
Yeah.
Wow.
She can accept it anywhere. They also have savings accounts, Square Banking, and you can access your money immediately with Square Banking. So, and they accept every type. They even take Apple Pay, so you can boop with your phone if you're into booping. So you don't.
I'm so into booping.
We no longer need IT teams or accounting teams in house here. We can run a business, and this is all happening in the background to make that possible. If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down. Right now, you can get up to $200 off the Square hardware if you go to square.com/go/Titus. That's SQUARE.com/GO/Titus. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
Guys, it's the most convenient way to do it. We've used it for years now,
Totally.
And it keeps getting better.
Cameroon military contractors were killed in the Russia-Ukraine war. 6 Cameroonians have been killed fighting for Russia in Ukraine. It's crazy how many people are dying because of war right now.
Well, also, did you? Okay, so let's talk about one more thing, guys. I hate that this podcast has become this weird thing where we just talk about the nightmare that's happening. If the nightmare wasn't happening, we wouldn't be talking about it. But the nightmare's happening.
It won't stop.
Let's go to RFK. Did you see what RFK did with the infectious diseases this week?
Yes. Yes.
This is crazy.
This actually, Rachel Maddow actually really stressed me out this week.
Yeah, I threaded out and said, guys, if you go watch Rachel Maddow, but do me a favor, take some codeine before you do it, because it is going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
I do know that he's launching his own little podcast to expose lies that have made Americans sick. This is a guy that does heroin, right? Or did heroin?
For 14 years.
Okay.
Yeah. He also had a brainworm.
Yeah.
What else? He also works out in Wranglers, which I just think that's
he's obviously on some kind of
HGH or something.
Yeah, or TRT or something. Yes. His podcast is going to begin a new era of radical transparency in the government.
Yeah, because, these guys are known for that. Let me see. They've got rid of all the IGs. They've got rid of generals.
Yep.
They've got rid of the CDC. There's like nobody at the CDC anymore. They've gotten rid of inspectors at the USDA. They've gotten rid of any kind of like oversight. What I don't get, what's the end game on this? Is he just so dumb he's just grifting all this money? Is he trying to help Putin because Putin has stuff on him? Because at the end of the day, the one thing that we still don't have, and every day it's a felony, is the Epstein Files. We still don't have them. I was talking to Ken today earlier, and I was going, do you realize what has to be in those files that this man is willing to start a nuclear war? So whatever's in those files and we have to assume, because he's not showing it to us, whatever's in those files would make the American public go to the White House en masse and burn it down to get him. So whatever's in those files is so fucking horrible that this man is willing to burn the world down for it.
Yes. It seems like cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah,
because you're gonna die. Well, I guess not. He has a bunker.
But he's the only. But here's the problem with this guy. Whether it's the FIFA Peace Prize that they made up, it's weird to watch other organizations treat him like a tiny child, handing him a candy bar. That's how the world treats him.
Well, the good news with RFK Jr. is that just this month, a federal judge in Massachusetts ruled his complete replacement of the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices unlawful. Also, his vaccine schedule, the same court order paused Kennedy's changes to the U.S. childhood immunization schedule, which he had removed several recommendations for vaccines for children from that. That got blocked. On April 6th, so just this week, HHS published a new ACIP charter that broadens the expertise requirements for the panel members, because that judge said that his panel lacked the expertise because they were not doctors or they did not specialize in any.
One guy worked at a GNC. That was the level. One of the guys was sold vitamins at a GNC.
Yes. So point being, he's trying to circumvent that court order and reinstall his. Another guy owned a
juicer. Another guy just owned a juicer. That's all it was. He just had a juicer.
Another guy bought a green pepper.
So he stopped basically testing for any infectious diseases, right? So we stopped basically. So if there's an outbreak, we're not going to know it's coming again.
He made the CDC remove the longstanding claim from its website that vaccines do not cause autism. He instead put new language that said that claim is not evidence-based.
It's actually evidence-based. There's literally, it's like 50 years of studies.
Mm-hmm. Under him, the CDC initially stopped recommending vaccines for rotavirus, COVID, influenza, and Hep A and B for all children.
I'm going to say this. I think whatever they say don't get it.
He's also cut $500 million in funding for mRNA vaccine research. So any of these crazy things that are coming, I did see there was a flesh-eating thing outbreak. Wait. That sounds fun.
People don't even understand how the mRNA stuff works.
mRNA.
You basically map the gene and it creates it's not even where we used to shoot a dead version of the virus into you. The mRNA basically gives a map. So it fits mRNA.
You want to say NRA and that's your
mRNA.
mRNA.
mRNA. All right. because I'm an MR.
Ribonucleic acid.
Right. So ribonucleic acid, mRNA, basically it basically tricks your immune system into acting like it's a real virus, but it's not.
So it creates the word that just left my brain.
Antibodies.
Yep. So
I knew that one.
Yay! He also fired the CDC director.
Great.
Hundreds and hundreds of current and former CDC employees have signed letters accusing him of endangering public health and replacing science with ideology. He's gutted the CDC and the ACIP.
So can we go to Conspiracy Hour?
Okay.
All right. Conspiracy Minute. Christopher Titus. Peter Thiel, look this up. Peter Thiel, Zuckerberg, all these rich guys want to start their own little fiefdoms. They want to start their own companies that don't have to be elected, where they can buy, they're all 100 billionaires. They can buy as much land as they want, and they're going to start their own cities where they run how they want to run them. Basically, going back to a monarchy, basically.
He is a scary looking guy. You were not lying.
No, he looks. No, Peter Thiel looks like he literally starred in every Star Wars movie when they go to the bad guys.
Yep.
He's a Sith Lord, man. The way his eyes are sunken in is a weird dude. So they want to start. There's a plan they have, and they said they can run it better. I think they also are starting to realize that. Well, when robots, because so you got Musk, right? Musk is going to be making. He's actually cut robots. He's not making that Model S and the Model X anymore. He's going to use that factory to make robots. So he's making robots now. What people don't quite get about this? Oh, cool. We're all going to get robots. No. Mm-hmm. You're losing your job, so you can't afford a robot. Mm-hmm. So that robot's going to be working for these companies. And guess what? In one investment, so robots are $20,000. So what did you pay a year at your company? 40, 50 grand. So they save 30 grand a year. The robot's paid off in 6 months. It's doing all the work. But robots don't pay taxes. So guess what else happens? We don't have any money to take care of society.
We don't have any money for Trump to steal.
Right. But here's the problem. That's a bigger problem. If you don't have any money to take care of society and society doesn't have jobs anymore, what's the point of society when you have all the workers you need that you can make in the plant? So what would you do? What would you want to do to actually end that problem? You'd cut off all the acknowledgement of diseases. You'd cut off, you would tell people to stop getting vaccines. You would actually tell people to, you'd stop reporting any outbreaks because you don't want to cure it. Robots are coming. You want to make sure the robots get their shot. So it solves 2 or 3 problems that these rich assholes want to solve. Yep. Well, number one, they don't have to. They're not going to have to figure out a way to take care of the population because the population will be dead.
Correct.
They don't have to pay taxes anymore because there's no infrastructure to keep going. They can just buy what they want, do it their way, and then we have a workforce that can be repaired, that doesn't age out. That you don't have to hire another one, that you don't even have to worry if it's stealing. You don't have to worry if it's taking a break. You don't have to worry if it's showing up to the factory and just fucking off. It's a robot. It's just going to do what you tell it to do, what you program it to do. You don't even have to have job interviews anymore. Do you understand the amount of jobs this robot thing is going to kill?
Well, yes, now. But who does it? Okay, so I guess that only benefits these billionaires.
Anybody with a factory, yes. Anybody with a factory, anybody with and an AI. We've already lost 80,000 jobs because of AI. And so I think one company, Oracle, fired 80,000 people.
So we're already, Rosa, she's very, aggressive.
Yes.
If you don't answer the phone, she will continue to call and text over and over again.
Yeah, not realizing we're doing something.
Yeah, exactly. So we have this extinction level event, which I was just looking up. Peter Thiel has given some off the record lectures, about the Antichrist, which is kind of funny. He
obviously knows him.
Yeah, he's obviously giving him money.
Yep.
He funded J.D. Vance's.
Yep.
It's so weird to me how they're all interconnected.
All of them.
Peter Thiel and Elon did PayPal together.
Right.
Epstein, so now you see Pam Bondi, and Pam Bondi
was connected to Epstein in Florida.
So was Acosta.
So was Alex Acosta.
Bill Barr, his old AG's dad, is the one that gave Epstein a job
teaching physics when he had no fucking degree in physics.
Correct.
Right. It keeps going.
I know, but it's just, and the people that are benefiting are those people, the very wealthy.
Right.
They're not feeding the poor people anymore.
No, cut that off. Stop it.
So benefits for poor people are gone. So poor people are losing their homes. They are.
And the Robarts are going to continue that.
Going to starve to death. This is all very terrifying.
Yeah, we're living in.
We're doing away with the middle class.
We're living in every fucking James Cameron movie that he ever made. We're living in every except for the.
We are right,
and even metaphorically, the Titanic. We're living that one too, except it's a whole.
I'm
Earth.
Not an alarmist, but
no, I'm not either.
am alarmed. I tell the people how I've been in the last couple of weeks. What I'm saying. And this is me I'm usually the calm one in this relationship.
Yeah, that's flipped in the last year. I will say that you have been freaked out by everything. In fact, you've stopped watching and a podcast that we have to talk about the news. You've stopped watching the news. You can't, you're like, I can't do it.
But I can tell you guys what happens in season 2 of You, which is really ironic because,
what's the new show?
It's called You.
Right.
And I had heard this before when the whole alleged Chris D'Elia scandal happened, but he plays a predator.
Chris D'Elia.
A young underage girl predator in season 2 who has Is
this an old series?
Yeah.
They're giving him jobs?
No, clearly, no. And that would be really weird. Yes, we'll give you a job, but you have to play yourself. You have to play what you've been accused of.
I always say you always get cast as who you are. That's crazy. This is before it came out that he did
Correct.
that, right?
I think there's 5 seasons and this was season 2, but a lot of it is oddly parallel to what was said. Wow. Yes.
All right, so I'm glad you have that.
So I can tell you about that if you guys are interested. We can change this over to.
So we watched
TV shows.
So we watched Monday. Rachel Maddow was on, and Rachel's Maddow's losing her mind. You do something I don't do though. I focus on the problem. You go like this. I'm gonna go do all this other stuff because this will make at least the problem when I have to face the problem. Maybe it'll be over.
I think it submerges you if you focus on all of this shit all day long. I mean, we have friends that I've seen. It's submerging.
Yeah.
Miserable, angry. Living in a very bad possible future outcome instead of living in the now and just preparing, which is what I'm trying to do.
Right. The pantry's stocked. We've got water. Mm-hmm. We've actually sat down and figured out what we have and how we'd handle whatever happens. We talked about if there's a nuke dropped.
Yep.
But just so you know, I think some of us get locked into it because for the last 10 years, our worst fears keep happening.
Well, yes. And it's actually gotten way worse than I ever could have imagined.
Right.
My brother is coming to visit and he's a federal agent and he's going with me to the weapons shop and he wants me to get a couple different long guns.
Yep.
But we're having these conversations about defending our property, which sounds crazy.
And we're not crazy like that. We're not. You and I aren't like that.
No.
If you go back to the podcast, I would talk about you don't need a gun, and now I'm like, you know what? With how crazy things are getting, what people seem to, and we all feel it. There is a lowering of a standard of integrity and goodness in the world right now. Do you get it? Do you feel it? And it's because the head guy is such a cocksucker, and nobody can get rid of him. So he's getting away with it all. So when everyone else stands around watching this guy grift the government, he's stealing left and right. He's running crypto scams. He's actually manipulating the market on the daily. And that's the president. That's the guy that's supposed to be our leader.
Yep.
I totally understand when people are like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go steal this car. Fuck it. I'm going to.
There is a feeling of chaos
Yes.
and lawlessness
Yes.
in the world.
Yes. And so, but here's.
Speaking of, I don't know, this episode brought to you by Mud Water. You need mud water because everything is so freaking stressful right now. You should not be having so much caffeine.
Yeah, it'll chill you out.
It will chill you out. If you're struggling with brain fog and like when you wake up in the morning feeling groggy because you're addicted to caffeine, this might be the thing for you. Also, then you won't have those afternoon tanks. I always like
I hate that 4 o'clock thing, 4:30, where you're
you're kind of sensitive to caffeine too. You have too much and you get
jangly.
You're like, my career is over, my life is over, we're all gonna die. And I always say, how many cups of coffee have you had?
The first question, you don't say we need to get you to a doctor or ER. You go, how many cups of coffee have you had?
I actually just launched a low calf coffee made with organic Arabica beans, L-theanine, and the same functional mushrooms that you get in the other blends of mud water that we used to talk about. They actually now have put out a coffee, but it's a much
less.
Yeah, much
Caffeine.
I will kill you in your sleep.
Mud water. See, you had it today, so you're actually not that hyper.
It's rich, it's smooth, and it only has 45 milligrams of caffeine.
That sounds good.
So you still get that flavor. So before, the original mud water is really good too, and such a great alternative. But
we burned through that.
Yeah, if you're like, no, I still need that taste of coffee in the morning or the smell of it, now you can get it, but with 45 milligrams of caffeine, which is amazing. You can get it now at Target and Sprouts nationwide. Every single ingredient is 100% USDA certified organic, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, and kosher, 0 sugars, no sweeteners added.
Yeah, it is.
Very good product.
Yeah, good product.
Ready to make the switch to cleaner energy? Head to mudwater.com. Grab your starter kit today. The starter kit is actually super cool. Right now, everybody, you guys get an exclusive deal up to 43% off the starter kit, plus free shipping and a free rechargeable frother. When you use promo code Titus, that's up to 43% off with code Titus at mudwtr.com. After you purchase, tell them we sent you so they know.
I have a new
Mudwater.com.
Guys, good stuff. Do me a favor. I have an idea for a new segment. Let's call it the Apocalypse Minute. Okay? Here's what we're going to do.
Every day, every moment is the apocalypse.
No. We give you what to do if this happens. Look up what to do if the water shuts off. What do you do?
Oh, like what to do?
Yeah. Because at least we could be helpful. I keep thinking we're doing every week is just beating the hell out of how bad things are, and they're getting worse. We're at war with Iran right now. So let's see. Okay, so guys, if the power gets shut off, let's say Iran, someone gets into our grid and they shut the power off or they shut our water system off. What do you do?
Well, I don't know. I got to look it up.
All right, we'll look it up.
Immediately turn off water-dependent appliances, dishwashers, washing machines to prevent damage. Well, in the apocalypse, obvious. You don't care. Right. Conserve remaining water. Use stored water for drinking. And use stored water or disposable alternatives for sanitation, such as flushing toilets with gray water. Let's see.
Like, we're lucky enough to have a pool, so we could just get a bucket and go fill the toilets with the pool water.
Well, okay, this is in the apocalypse. That's the key word. We have a pool, so I went to Costco and I got a Brita filter, and I have a case of Brita pitcher, okay, and I have a case of Brita filters.
Okay.
So that's part of our plan. But that might be why we need the long guns, is to defend
The pool.
that pool from the guy on the street with more ammo.
Wilbur had a very funny
I
bit
love
about
that bit.
You can stock up for the apocalypse, but basically you're just hoarding stuff for the guy who's going to come and take it.
The guy with the most guns on
Yeah.
the street. Okay, so when water shuts off during a crisis, immediately fill all available containers, including bathtubs, using liners or bladders. Who
So
has
they
a
don't
bladder for their bathtub? Fill your sinks and fill all the bottles you have. Locate hidden water in your hot water heater tank, toilet tank, not bowl, and ice makers. Purify all gathered water by boiling or using purification tablets. So maybe now's a good time to get a purification tablet.
A friend of mine said they sell these kind of collapsible 50-gallon drums. So if things get weird, you guys should go. And so if you got the Brita filters, you got all this stuff. Well, you want to go fill one of these drums up, right? And then get the water purification tablets and just have that.
So immediately fill bathtubs, sinks, jugs, pots, and washing machines. Would not have thought of that. You can get an aquapod, which is a bathtub bladder for this specifically, and that will help you to store up to 100 gallons of clean water in your tub. Hot water tank, who knew? It holds water in there. Stores it. Turn off the heater, and then you can drain water out of the valve at the bottom. People during the apocalypse are going to think back to this and be like, hey.
That's what I'm saying. Is like things are getting so crazy, and
toilet tank, the back is actually clean
water. Yep.
Not the bowl. Pipes, open the highest faucet in the house to let air in, then drain from the lowest faucet.
Guys, see, there you go. We've helped. See, now we helped a little bit in case things go horribly wrong. Sorry, things have already gone horribly wrong. If things go worse, if things go really horribly,
like the grid goes down,
right?
That would be pretty bad.
So
I was super bummed about the Georgia election yesterday.
What happened?
The Republican won, Marjorie Taylor Greene's district.
Oh, that guy was good too.
He was good, but there's, analysts are saying that Republicans should not be celebrating. He did win by 12 percentage points.
Wow. But
Trump won there by 37.
Yeah, that's happened across the country, man.
It's narrowed.
People are waking up to the fact that this is... I don't think these maggots, these people that backed this guy for so long, who are now paying $1 extra in the last two months for gas, I don't think they're going to ever say sorry. Although I have seen some people on Threads flat out say, I voted for this guy 3 times and I'm an idiot. I can't believe I did this. And it's so funny because it's not even that I forgive those people, but I have this. I don't have any animosity towards them. I'm not happy they voted for him and got him elected. Well, I am pissed off at the people that actively with huge platforms got him elected and now have the balls to go. Man, what he's doing is kind of nuts.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. Just absolutely go fuck yourself. You got him elected. You got him in office. We are now here partly because of you and your ilk. And now we're fucked. And just because you want to save your little bit of a soul, you don't get to. That's how it goes. Sorry. If you had followers of 10, 12, 50 million people and you helped get this man elected, this is on you. Agreed?
I agree.
Good.
I don't understand. I still, I've said it a cajillion times, but we already had him. He already was in office. He already failed miserably.
Horribly.
While he was in office. When he left,
he had the shittiest economy.
No food. No water.
Right.
I was sitting up at 2 a.m. trying to lock in an order from Amazon to get hand sanitizer. He never in those 4 years gave us a healthcare plan. He literally had, what's her face? Kayleigh McEnany holding an empty binder that she said was the healthcare plan. And people were like, yeah, I'm going to elect him because he's going to, make America great again and give us health care. And he didn't do that before. That's why I don't understand how we're here again.
I blame the Biden administration. The biggest fuck up that the Biden administration did was not actively going after this man.
Merrick Garland.
we have never had someone like, look, Nixon. They went after Nixon, and Nixon just it was a burglary with some paperwork. That these guys that Biden, I think there's a thing that you can be too nice, because I don't want to cause chaos in the country. Well, that's what you did though. You actually caused chaos. What you resist persists. If you commit treason in America, this is why we need a Democrat with some balls. Because Schumer and Hakeem, and I brought them both up in this Armageddon update, they need to go. I have never seen a more inept and useless group of Democrats than we currently have going.
Pretty bad.
And then I watch Gavin, and I think Gavin will talk. Swalwell's talking shit.
I like Jamie Raskin.
Jamie Raskin doesn't pull any punches. Ted Lieu's. Here's how you know whatever's in those files is brutal. Ted Lieu came out on a news conference and said flat out, he's in them. And then Raskin said girls as young as 9. And guess what happened? Nothing. The media didn't cover it. Trump didn't sue anybody. I don't understand. All these media companies are owned by right-wingers now.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
So control the media, control the narrative.
But also, he's arrested 8 journalists. I mean, Don Lemon being one of them. People are scared. They're going to lose their jobs. I mean, he's actively coming for people that vocally oppose him.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, we're screwed. Representative Lieu, because you have said some things in the last few podcasts that you saw on Threads that weren't true. But
I watched this, but it could be AI.
Representative Ted Lieu claims Trump is accused of raping children in the Epstein Files.
Yes, he is. These are FBI investigations.
He said that the files contain allegations that Trump raped and threatened to kill children.
Well, I read some of those, but here's the problem. How, in the past, anybody would have been taken out by this? Why the fuck is this guy still in office? Why are people still protecting this man? And this is what goes back to what I was talking about Springsteen. Springsteen has put his ass on the line.
Yep.
It's time for us to do that, people. Whatever you do, figure out a way to make it help. Start putting information out. If
they're going after Cassidy Hutchinson for testifying at the January 6th hearing.
That's fucking Russian. That's communist fucking dictator shit.
Yep.
All right. All these people can go fuck themselves. Come for us. We don't have enough views.
That was a very liberal use of the word us. I'd like you to say me.
Me.
Let's change those pronouns,
okay,
Tiger.
Got it.
Don't come for me. I'm on season 3 of you. I'm busy.
You just kept me tethered is what you're saying. No, you're innocent. He scared me. You can just say whatever.
Yeah.
He scared me. I was chained up.
I'm already planning on it.
Oh God. You sell me out so fast.
We did have fun last night, though.
We did have fun, but it inspired me, and it should inspire you people, that if the man who's basically has nothing to gain by doing this except for standing up for America, start thinking that way, because the only way we get out of it is that. That's the only way. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Like when I'm on stage, if someone starts heckling about like the Hitler bit or the immigration bit, I don't care. I saw some people got mad. I had like 4 people get mad at in Texas about it, and I don't give a fuck.
I don't think you ever did. I don't remember you ever really caring about that.
I don't listen. My job, Carlin, Hicks, Robin, like Pryor, like your job as a comic, and that's why when I watch these guys who are sexual predators still getting platformed, I'm just like, when did comedy start sucking ass? Like when did what we're supposed to stand for all the way back to Mark Twain fucking go away?
Louis C.K. got a Netflix deal.
He's closing the Netflix as a joke festival at the Hollywood Bowl.
Wow.
He's closing it.
Wow.
Yeah. The guy who in his management ended girls' careers, the women that came forward and complained, they ended their careers.
Yeah.
And so
that's been happening a long time.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
It does. It's really weird to me, I know that predatory behavior has been around for a long time in general, but there does seem to be an explosion of underage child predatory behavior. My brother works in that, not in that, but that's what he does, is
investigates that.
Yeah. And he is busier than he has ever been in all the years. And it's disgusting. And he will, reach out to me sometimes because he's upset, after, they do all different types of operations. But last week or the week before was one of those chatting ops, like To Catch a Predator. We used to love that show.
Right.
And, the things that are being sent to him when someone thinks that he is a 10-year-old girl, photos and such, it gets to him. It's a lot. But I will say it's nonstop, and his caseload is heavier and heavier all the time. And so to pull those men and women away from that to go play TSA is really a travesty.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing with so we take the guys that are really skilled investigators and make them go
drop their cases,
drop your cases,
which are timely, by the way,
and then go run your bags through the fucking scanner. Then we get guys who don't know what the fuck they're doing, put them and give them guns and put them on the streets of Minneapolis where they shoot and kill people.
Yep.
On top of that, I don't blame, Louis, if you're a comic and you want your job and you fucked up. What it takes is the gatekeepers to go, oh yeah, that guy was fucking, predator preying on women, jerking up, whether grooming girls, like not Louis, but like those other comics groom girls, other shit, that the gatekeepers keep booking these guys. What are you gonna say? No, I've made some mistakes. I can't take the gig. It's these fucking gatekeepers, man. So you looked at the social media, saw what the number of followers was, and have absolutely zero fucking integrity.
Yep.
You have absolutely zero fucking honesty and zero fucking self-worth that you're just gonna go, yeah, fuck that guy. He's got enough followers.
Yep.
There's the baseline. When the gatekeepers just decide, fuck it, doesn't matter. I don't care if if Dahmer had enough followers, he'd have a cooking show.
Yeah.
Hi. That's a good way to end.
You heard it here.
That's a good way to end. No, here's my pitch. We'll do Filipino food. Maybe that's too on the nose.
I was going to say a lot of soup, but
okay. All right, we've gone too far.
Stew?
It's time to end now.
Okay.
Guys, thanks for watching.
Oh, come see us. Irvine Improv Thursday night. And then the Ice House in Pasadena Friday and Saturday, one show each night. So.
And as I said, do not the Nazi groups that showed up at Irvine that last time, a couple times ago, don't show up again. You're really not gonna like this show.
Or do and learn something new.
There you go, or learn something. Yeah, if you change your mind, if you're like thinking about getting out of the Nazi game,
yeah,
come on down to the show.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Do me a favor, go to ChristopherTitus.com for any kind of merch or anything like that and see all the dates are. Also go to Christopher Titus TV. All my specials are up there now, and we're getting close to 750,000 views on
Carrying Monsters.
Go see Carrying Monsters. It's on 800 Pound Gorilla, and it's
special.
also on Christopher Titus TV. And all people, it's one of my best. It's really one of my best, especially if you had a life that was a little rough at times, you'll love it. Yep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Myself, the lovely Bombshell Ray, and
the Boops.
And the Boops. Later.
Peace out.
Scream Sanity. Guys, go stand up because all that's left is us. Peace.
And Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, Springsteen's out there doing
or Fruit String Bean, as Groucho calls him.